Taking a look at the trading week beginning February 17th, important to realize U.S. markets are closed for President's Day on Monday, and we're going to be keeping a very close eye on U.S. Treasury yields. Yields jumped by 8 to 11 basis points, depending on what part of the curve you were looking at, from Tuesday to Wednesday after a strong CPI figure. But by the time the week ended, yields were down across the curve. Treasury yield volatility has fallen off lately, and yield curve volatility is inversely correlated to economic growth. So markets want to see this continue. It's important to keep an eye on that volatility of the Treasury market next week. We need to keep an eye on whether it's making a comeback or not. Yields basically finished the week down 2 basis points on the 30-year, all the way out to down 5 basis points on the 2-year, 10-year down 4, 5-year down 3. Now we get the FOMC minutes next week from a very crucial recent FOMC meeting. Now many viewed last week's meeting as hawkish, but the markets didn't respond that way. So any insight into the minutes from this meeting could be market moving. We finished last week with the dollar much lower, crude oil a little bit lower, gold, copper, silver, all higher. We're going to be keeping an eye on those as well. Now, looking ahead to the earnings and data next week, we'll get more Fed speeches, including those from Philly Fed President Patrick Harker, Fed Governor Michelle Bowman, and San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly. Those are the ones that have been announced. Earnings this coming week, we have 10% of the Russell 2000 reporting, about 9% of the S&P 500 reporting, and 7 stocks from the NASDAQ 100. A total of 305 companies with over $1 billion in market cap reporting earnings, including Walmart, Carvana, Alibaba out of China, Booking Holdings, Arista Networks, Analog Devices, Cheniere Energy, Occidental Petroleum, and Newmont Mining. In terms of data releases, Sunday night, Japanese GDP and industrial production. Monday, US and Canada holiday, by the way. Those markets are closed, but we still get Canadian housing starts and an interest rate decision from the Reserve Bank of Australia. Tuesday, employment data in the UK, German and EU ZEW economic sentiment, and Canadian CPI. Wednesday, UK CPI, housing data in the US, and those FOMC minutes that we talked about. Thursday, German PPI, and in the US, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index and weekly jobless claims. And then Friday, retail sales in the UK, manufacturing PMI in Germany, the EU, and the UK, and the US, along with Michigan consumer sentiment data in the US.